Are you still spending hours opening websites, clicking buttons, copying information, and putting everything into spreadsheets? What if you could automate those repetitive browser tasks without writing a single line of code? Today, we're taking a look at AutoBrowse AI Pro, a no-code browser automation tool that claims to turn repetitive website work into reusable automated tasks. So, is it actually useful, or is it just another overhyped AI tool? Let's find out. AutoBrowse AI Pro is basically designed to automate repetitive work you normally do inside a web browser. According to its website, you can create workflows that open websites, navigate through pages, click buttons, enter information, wait for pages to load, extract data, and save the results. And the interesting part is that you don't need to build everything with traditional code. Instead, you use a visual workflow builder. Think of it like creating a checklist. Open this website. Click here. Enter this information. Wait. Collect this data. Save the result. And then run those steps again whenever you need them. The process is fairly straightforward. You start from the main control center and either create a new automation or choose from one of the 60+ ready-made blueprints advertised on the platform. If you don't want to start from scratch, these blueprints can give you a starting point. Once you choose your workflow, you can customize it using different action blocks. For example, you can use blocks for navigation, clicking, typing, waiting, logic, data extraction, screenshots, and output. Then you run the automation and the platform handles the repetitive browser actions. One of the more interesting parts of AutoBrowse AI Pro is data collection. The platform specifically promotes use cases such as collecting leads, contacts, competitor prices, product information, and research data. For example, imagine you regularly research competitors. Normally, you might visit several websites, collect prices or product information, copy everything into a spreadsheet, and repeat the same process every week. With a reusable workflow, the goal is to set up those steps once and run them again when required. That's where this type of automation can actually save time. Another useful feature is the data vault. According to the platform, results from your automations are organized inside the data vault instead of leaving you with a collection of random files. And when you need the information somewhere else, you can export the results as CSV or JSON. That's useful if you want to move the collected data into a spreadsheet, another tool, or a larger workflow. So the idea isn't just automate the task. It's automate it, collect the results, organize them, and then actually use the data. And this is probably one of the features that makes automation much more useful. AutoBrowse AI Pro allows tasks to be scheduled according to the sales page. So instead of manually running the same research every week, you can create the workflow and schedule it to run again. For example, check competitor prices every week. Collect new research data. Build a recurring lead list. Monitor specific information. The exact usefulness will depend on the workflow you're building, but the concept is simple. Set it up once, then reuse it. There are also a few smaller features worth mentioning. AutoBrowse AI Pro advertises separate website identities, which are intended to keep different client, brand, or business logins separated. There's also live run status, so you can see whether an automation is waiting, running, finished, or needs attention. You can also capture screenshots during workflows, which can be useful for checking what happened during a particular step. And the platform advertises unlimited runs and lifetime access with a one-time payment. So who would actually benefit from AutoBrowse AI Pro? I think the biggest audience is people who repeatedly perform the same browser-based tasks. For example, marketers doing lead research, researchers collecting information from multiple websites, e-commerce professionals monitoring products or prices, freelancers and agencies performing repetitive research for clients. and generally, anyone who finds themselves doing the same browser workflow again and again. If you only perform these tasks occasionally, however, building an automation might not be worth the effort. The real value comes from repetition. Let's quickly look at the positives. First, it's designed to be no code. Second, you get 60+ ready-made blueprints to help you get started. Third, it supports browser actions and data extraction. Fourth, the data vault keeps results organized. Fifth, you can export your data as CSV or JSON. And finally, scheduled workflows can help automate recurring tasks. But there are also some things to keep in mind. Browser automation isn't magic. Websites change their layouts, buttons, page structures, and login systems. So an automation that works today may sometimes require adjustments later. And although it's marketed as no code, you'll still need to understand the task you're trying to automate and build the workflow logically. So don't expect to click one button and have every website task automatically solved. Now let's talk about the biggest attention grabber on the sales page. At the time of checking, AutoBrowse AI Pro is advertising a one-time price of $14.95, compared with a claimed regular price of $497 per month. The page also advertises lifetime access and no monthly fees. However, I would always recommend checking the actual checkout page before purchasing because promotional pricing, bonuses, and terms can change. And don't buy it simply because the discount looks huge. Ask yourself one question. Do I actually have repetitive browser work that I want to automate? If yes, then the price may make more sense. If you want to check out AutoBrowse AI Pro, I'll leave the link in the description. Make sure you check the current offer and what's included before making a purchase. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more AI tool reviews. Also, comment below. What's the most repetitive task you would love to automate? I might test some of those ideas in a future video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.